Also, I put when the Barbie tour guide vibe. Oh my god, help me! Tour guide Barbie gets in the trap.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm a married spud. I'm a married spud. I'm a married spud. Disgusting behaviour.
I just, it shocks me. Because I have like a cold or something every time we record. Every time.
Something about GRZLY makes you sickly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear.
Maybe you.
I am absolutely fucking titillated that worked. Okay.
Funny.
Hi.
Titillated.
Oh Jesus. Okay, it's loud, huh? Maybe we turn it down a pinch. Today.
I can change the audio here when I'm editing.
Correction. Well, yeah, but is it a bad thing? No, it's a good thing. So I don't know why you're saying it like that accusingly. Stop. Teddy moved the microphone to be head height with us. Exciting times.
Don't know if I like it when you talk about yourself in third person.
I do that all the time.
Saying Teddy.
Maybe not Teddy.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Maybe
Anyway.
Ted. But anyway, I made it head height, which is really exciting, and it's actually made more of a difference to how loud we are than I expected it to. But that's pretty good, right? I feel
Yeah,
like
that's not too
normal.
bad. As long as we talk at a normal volume, which we're bad at doing, I'm bad at doing.
Yeah, but it's okay because now it's at a volume where if we're loud, it's full volume, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So I watched Seven with my mum yesterday.
Did you?
It made her scared.
Yeah. Well.
Whoopsie doopsie. She'd watched it before.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Whoopsie doopsie. Well, I didn't. Stop. I need to stop touching that
Stop
with my feet.
kicking it.
It being head height makes no difference to me doing that. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm doing that.
No.
I think I'm closer maybe. I'm just gonna point something out here.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Press Pause.
Oh.
We are GRZLY.
Yeah.
Okay, we should shorten that intro a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine. We will.
I'm
Ted.
That's never happened before. How's that never happened before?
I don't know. We've recorded quite a lot.
That seems like that would have happened before. Anyway,
No.
you can go first, my friend.
I'm Kai,
And I'm Ted.
and today I wanted to tell you guys that we have planned out season 1.
Yeah, we don't have much left of season 1, guys.
Oh, we don't. Ooh. God,
And then we're going to be moving on to season 2.
And we've planned out quite a lot of season 2 as well. I'm so excited.
There's going to be another series in season 2.
Yeah, so Toy Story 2 is what we watched today, by the way, guys. Toy Story is our series for season 1.
And there's a surprise.
All the movies on season 2 is a surprise.
Yes. Yeah. But can I spoil what we're going to do next in this season?
Yeah, because it's exciting.
We're going to do Cry Baby. Best believe when we do Cry Baby, I'm reading out the description.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank God.
You have to.
Okay.
Speaking of, Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2.
Sorry. Guys, I need to sniff and cough. I'm going to cut it out.
We're 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Describe the movie.
Bro, calm down. Toy Story 2 came out in 1999.
Insane.
Yeah. And the description on Letterboxd is this.
You missed something.
What?
Who directed it?
I never say director, but John...
Do you not? Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Lasseter?
I guess. You do?
Yeah.
Or Lasseter, I guess. But Lasseter.
I don't. I never say the director.
I
But
think you did.
I don't.
Well, I think like we should.
Unless it's someone who I care about.
I feel like we should say
Okay,
the
well, John Lasseter, or
Okay.
Lasseter, or whatever. Anyway, the toys are back. Andy heads off to cowboy camp, leaving his toys in their own devices. To their own devices.
By the way, what is cowboy camp?
I don't know.
What do you do
Sounds
at cowboy
kind of like
camp?
a vibe.
Yeah.
I wish I was the kind of kid who was into like, it's
A
like
thing.
it's like cowboys, pirates, or
You weren't. I had a princesses and pirates party
Oh,
that you were at because
probably
it had everybody in our year.
Actually, I was thinking about this in the thing. I was like, oh, I want to talk about like what kids toys we had when we were like young, but I don't know what I had. Do you want to think one thing I remember?
Mm-hmm.
2 things. I had one of those jumpy things.
Skipping rope.
No, that you sit on. It's like an
A
exercise ball.
pogo stick. Oh,
With this handles
my
and you
god!
jump. What are they called?
Oh.
And it was orange and it was like a kangaroo, I think.
They have kangaroo faces on them. Oh my god,
Yeah.
what are they called? Space hoppers.
Yes, I had one of those, and I also had. I think we've talked about this, and I can't
Yeah.
remember if it was on a podcast or just like us talking. But the little princess shoes
Yes.
with the little had a little picture
Yes,
of the princesses on the
I
shoes.
think it was.
I feel like it was on a
I feel like it
episode,
might have
but I
been the
don't
first
know.
Toy Story.
Oh, it might have been actually.
I don't know, but
That makes
I
sense.
did. I had a couple pairs of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I had lots of stuffed toys.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of toys. My sister did.
I just don't
And
really
she did
remember.
not like to share, which is
I
fine,
got a phone
but-
too early.
Yeah, you did get a phone too early.
I got my phone
And
when
then
I was
the
8,
toys-
guys.
The toys stopped being relevant.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because of
didn't
my
know
dad.
that. Yeah. Whereas I didn't get one till I was 10. By the time you're 10, I think it's 8 and 10 sound close together, but
they're
they're
just
not.
not,
They're not
no.
at all. And like, I had, oh my god, what's it called? Ninky Knock?
Dinky Knock.
Oh, I don't know what it's called. In the train in the night garden.
Oh, it might
had
be
the
that. I don't
train.
know, that's cool.
Yeah, I had like a little train of it.
Do you want to hear a funny story about actually me as a kid with a phone?
What?
Is I got given a flip phone for a little bit of a time.
Really? I thought you got the
Not a flip
HTC
phone.
first.
Yeah, it wasn't my first one.
Oh.
It was in between phones. No, it wasn't flip phone. It was like
A button
it was like
phone.
your mum's.
Yeah.
And I
Brick.
was a stupid child, and I was on the toilet, as you do, on the phone playing Snake, and I accidentally called the police.
How do you accidentally call the police while you're playing
I don't
Snake?
know. In my head, it was an
even-
accident. I probably purposely
Yeah,
picked because
you
it's
must have
buttons.
done that on purpose because you can't accidentally do that.
And then freaked out, hung up, and I was still on the toilet, and I never told anyone.
I remember that your phone used to do stuff in your pocket and it called the police
Yes.
like 8 times.
Oh my
It
god.
called him so many times.
More than that. So many
It was
more than that.
insane.
That was like when we were in secondary.
I had a bomber jacket that
Yeah.
had like a pocket on the shoulder and I kept my phone in it and I forgot to zip it up so it fell into my little flip phone. Yeah, but it survived.
Yeah.
It still works now.
Shocking.
It still works now.
Real?
It's a flip phone. These phones, they weren't made to last the way that good old fashioned ones were.
I didn't even finish the description of the episode, the film.
Okay, but I wanted to say another
Sorry,
toy
go
I
ahead,
had.
go ahead. Toys.
I had a little Peppa Pig train.
Oh my god, I remember having little Peppa Pig
I had a Peppa Pig train.
characters.
I had-
I had the house.
I didn't. I literally had a Peppa Pig train.
That's awesome.
Ninky Nonk, maybe, train. No, is the Ninky Nonk the sky ship?
I don't know.
I had the In the Night Garden train.
Yeah.
And I had a train set. As far as I'm aware, those 3 train related things are the only toys I had other than like stuffed toys.
I don't really know what I had, but
I think someone in my family for sure had the little thing that, I think it was my grandma, had the little thing that, what's she called? Whoopsie Doopsie. Oopsie Daisy. Daisy. She has the little bed.
Whoopsie Doopsie.
So, she goes around with her bed.
oh yeah,
She
yeah.
pulls her bed around. Which is also weird.
Just really needs that sleep.
Is she homeless?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, she is. She's like, I guess Iggle Piggle lives on a boat, but like a boat is a boat. She lives on her bed. It's not even like a car.
That's true.
It's a trolley. It's a glorified wheelbarrow with a bed in it, and she sleeps on it.
A glorified wheelbarrow. That's
I wanted
hilarious.
to live in the little tree house that the little colourful ones lived in.
For real.
The spotty guys. Anyway, sorry, finish your
Okay,
description.
leaving his toys to their own devices. Things shift into high gear when an obsessive toy collector named Al McWigan, that's a hilarious name, owner of Al's Toys Barn, kidnaps Woody. Andy's toys mount a daring rescue mission. Buzz Lightyear meets his match, and Woody has to decide where he and his heart truly belong.
Oh.
Sorry. What's your...
It was really not relevant,
Oh.
but today I was singing a song
Mm-hmm.
by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and guess what one of them I found out is possibly called, but I can't really find out for sure.
Mhm.
You know Chad Smith,
Chad Smith.
drummer for Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
Supposedly his middle name is Gaylord, as one word.
No way.
I don't know.
How did you-
Why isn't that my middle name?
Gaylord.
Yeah.
All in one. Something has a last name of Gaylord or something. Some film or something.
I think maybe it's actually just like a name. Anyway, okay. Description? Or are you done?
I've done.
Okay.
I've done.
Do you want to get into characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
I
talk about
think
characters.
Okay, fine.
You want to know?
Sure. I would like to say
Mhm.
that I like Jessie in this
Mm.
is a bit, as you put it, of a cow bag.
Only for the start.
But I do love her as a character, and I can't wait to see her in the rest of the movies. I was so excited last film for her to
Yeah.
come.
I love her. And
I love her,
she
she's
had
great.
such a good ending.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, she has a sob story.
Yeah.
Her backstory. That
Yeah.
her person...
Oh, spoilers, by the way, guys.
Her Emily ditched her.
Emily ditched her.
And I get that. But she does act horrible for the start of it. But she was being manipulated by Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
So...
I hate Stinky Pete.
We don't like Stinky Pete. He thinks he's special.
He's
'cause
stinky.
He's in mint condition. But they don't even care
But then he
about him.
gets out of the box.
I know. You know what? That genuinely stressed me out. My brain was just like, he's in mint condition. Which, don't get me wrong, I personally don't understand that for me.
No, neither.
I would not keep anything in mint condition. Why would I keep it if it's going to be in mint condition? It doesn't look as cool in the box as it does.
Other than pop figures, I do think they look cool in the box because the boxes have designs on the front a lot of the time. But
Yeah, I
not
guess.
for mint condition.
But then I don't understand having the pop figures if you're just going to keep them in the box.
You can still see them. It's not for
I-
mint condition
pop-
purposes. It's for like
Pop figures just aren't for me.
That's fair. I don't have that many. I have a few though. I have some from Umbrella Academy.
I think they're really cool, but that's the thing, is like, I think they're really cool, but realistically, I wouldn't want to keep them in the box, and then I wouldn't, what would I do with them?
Good point.
My sister has these ones that are really, no, you like them. It's okay.
I don't get them anymore.
Well, yeah, but you have them and you like
just-
them. You don't have
kidding.
to, you don't have to be a sheep. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I actually haven't thought about that. They're probably covered in spiders, actually.
I doubt that. Why would they be covered in
Because
spiders?
they're in a corner where there's loads of spider webs.
That doesn't mean they have. Doesn't mean
I
they're
hate
fun.
spiders.
I know you hate spiders, buddy.
What do you think?
I was gonna say it genuinely stressed me out because even though I'm not the kind of person who likes mint condition, it whenever like in like, oh my god, stutter a clock. Whatever, it's like a show or movie, and somebody does really care about pop figures.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I didn't mean pop figures, I meant mint condition. And it gets ruined. That stresses me out. Like, have you ever seen like in like shows and someone has like comics that are really old in mint condition, and it like ruins their entire worth, and I'm like, even though, which I don't know why that stresses me out personally, because like I don't care.
But no, I get what you mean. It's like, oh,
it's just like, oh,
they care.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like Stinky Pete,
it's not
just
for
like,
him. It's for Al, and I don't like Al either. But
I don't know. I felt kind of bad for him when he was so sad at the end. Like, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the only bad thing.
Although he is a bit of a thief. He is definitely a thief.
The only bad thing Al did was steal.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't actually do anything.
He stole a toy from a box that had loads of money in it.
Yeah, he didn't take any of their money though. So you know what? But like the thing is, all the things that the movie paid him out for being bad for, he's not bad for.
Yeah.
If you think about it in real life perspective,
he
he
wouldn't
was
have
just going to
known.
sell some toys.
Yeah.
For a lot of money too. He said at an extra zero. So
And
I'm
they
thinking
did.
thousands. Yeah. He was just going to sell some toys. The bad thing he did was, steal.
Plus, he said how much he was going to get for those toys was more than the person who works at the airport's wage. I don't know how much people at airports get, but I feel like it'd be kind of a lot
What was the airport man's job?
at the till.
I don't think it'd be that much. No offense to that guy.
Airport.
Anyway, so I
job
wrote
price.
that
What characters? Yeah, sorry, you.
I put the enemy he fights at the start was sick, but then obviously we find out that it's like his dad or whatever. But that thing was absolutely sick. It reminded me of in He-Man, there was like this one that was like red, green and blue, I think, and he was like made of metal, and he reminded me of him. And I also yeah, so this is something I'd already told you. I should have waited to tell you, but I didn't realise until I finished that I wrote female spud with a face is here. I forgot what they were called. Spud with a face.
Well, it's because we were talking about it, and I wrote, because basically this is going to lines, but it goes with our conversation. Other Buzz says vegetable man,
and you were like,
and I was
questioning
like, funny that I'm laughing at the fact that he calls him vegetable man, but the reality is he's called Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. And really, like, they've got the same vibe.
It swings and roundabouts.
Yeah,
really.
it swings around.
You know, I haven't gotten to say swings and roundabouts in so long.
You haven't actually said it for a while.
Me getting to say swings with roundabouts is like...
Swings with roundabouts.
It's like if, like, I don't even know.
It's not even swings and roundabouts. Swings with.
Swings... The swings are with the roundabouts.
Yes.
Sorry.
But yeah.
I haven't got to say it for so long, and like every time I get to say it, I feel like I'm like a character doing like my go-to move.
Yeah, right? It's like you're revived.
Yeah, I'm revived. I regenerate every time I say it.
Oh, whoa! Head is back.
I like dunked my head in freezing water with ice cubes every time I say.
Oh my god!
But like in the best way.
I was in film the other day, and I was like, I was so warm, and I was so stressed out, and I was just like tired, and I was like, I just really wish they brought back the ice bucket challenge so that I could go outside and dump a bucket of
That's such
ice.
a random thought, because why were you in class like, oh yeah, I wish it was the ice cube challenge just so I could go outside and do it. Even if the ice cube challenge came back, you would just go outside and do it in that moment. Where would you get it from?
They'd have it ready.
Clearly you didn't think the shout. There was like this trend, because there was this guy everyone was making fun of, that he has like this morning routine, and it starts at like 3 a.m.
Jesus. I don't see the point of a morning routine starting that early, because you're not getting enough sleep. There's no way.
If your morning routine starts at 3 a.m, when do you fall asleep?
I said about Jessie, you said about
Female spud.
Female spud. Bullseye. Oh my god, I forgot about Bullseye, but Bullseye is great.
I love Bullseye.
So cute. Actually,
Yeah.
all the dogs.
He's
Bullseye's a horse.
Bullseye's a horse. Bullseye's
All the characters that are like the
animals,
pets, I
yeah.
suppose, because like
Well, I guess he is a
Slinky
toy,
dog
but
isn't really. Slinky isn't
he's not a pet.
a pet, but
Shout out
Bullseye
Buster.
doesn't talk.
Shout out Buster.
Buster is amazing. Buster is so cute.
One of the first things I wrote was like, I love the new dog, because like all we had before was Sid's like repulsive
Which was terrifying.
rat dog that was terribly edited as well.
Oh,
Like,
God.
it was so evil. But Buster, like, oh my god, like, the graphics in this movie paid off specifically through Buster.
Yeah, true.
Because Buster was, like, a cute dog,
Literally.
you know?
Buster, I wish I had Buster.
I adore Buster with every inch of my soul. I
Adorable.
love the bit where they're playing, he, like, falls over backwards. And he's like, "Meh."
Yeah, right. Because he said, wait.
He's very puppy.
Because I thought this was amazing because the trick is Woody going, reach for the sky, which is his catchphrase. I think that's amazing. Because then he stands up on his back legs and he falls backwards. I think that's amazing.
I love when, like, also Andy walks to the door and he's like, stick him up, and then he runs through his legs and he's like, never mind.
I know, I was like, oh, you're so close to him doing what you want him to do, and Woody's got it. You just need to have a chat with Woody and you'll have it.
Yeah, but you can't have a chat with Woody.
No,
okay,
I don't have
shout
any
out
more.
Wheezy.
Real.
I fuck with Wheezy so hard. And then at the end he's like, I put Canon Lil Wayne, because they call Lil Wayne Wheezy.
Oh,
And then at the
that makes
end,
sense.
when he was like, let's play a song, I was hoping it would be a Millie.
Um,
But it wasn't a Millie, it was You Got a Friend in Me or whatever.
again, did they play that in the first one?
No, I don't think so. I think it started in this one. A Millie.
No, it can't have started in this one because he doesn't in none.
No,
No
because
point
Buzz
he doesn't
was
sing
like,
it right.
Buzz was like, whoa.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
sing
it
it
must have been in
right.
the first one because Buzz turned around and was like, whoa, what's that?
Mhm.
But it played on the TV.
Oh, you got a friend in me.
For some reason, I remembered it being,
Got a friend
I can tell that
in
we're going to be friends by the White Stripes. Don't ask me why.
me. What?
You know that song? I can tell that we are going to be friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for some reason in my head, that was the song. Which, like, it's not that depressing of a movie to have that, like, slow song.
Wow.
But I couldn't tell you.
No. I have no more characters because like I only really care about the new characters because obviously. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah. Spelled with a face.
Vibe.
Female fob, but spelled with a face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she did not get enough screen time. Did she get
No.
more screen time in the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, I remember her being such an iconic character, and oh my
Let's
god.
put it this way, right? Because we've got to do it at some point.
Yeah.
This film again does not pass the Bechdel test.
No. And I was going to bring this up. In fact, this is worse, if anything.
Yeah.
There's all those Barbie characters, but none of them have I guess they say, like, how low can you go? But that is the maximum, which is not a conversation. We don't count that as a conversation, right? There's so many of them. They only have conversations with men. And then Mrs. Potato Head doesn't talk to anyone.
There's literally
Bo
Bo
Peep
Peep right there.
Bo Peep is a canonical tart. Okay? Like, genuinely. What, she's flirting with Buzz. She kisses him and he's like, I don't think that would mean so much coming from me.
Which is so not true.
And then Buzz is flirting with Jessie, but I thought Jessie was supposed to be like,
I thought Jessie and Woody date, but I
thought
don't
Jessie was
know.
Woody's gal.
I don't know.
His cow gal.
Scow gal.
Cow gal. Okay,
I don't
but then
know.
all of a sudden what?
I don't remember. Oh,
and
whoa.
I don't like what Buzz's wings popping out when she did the little trick
Yeah.
insinuates the wings popping out.
Yeah.
Feels inappropriate.
I did say, we've kind of gone past characters, so I'm going to go on, like, moments.
Okay.
But I think Woody and Bo Peep make this film 12 plus in my eyes, honestly.
She's weird. Like, when
It's
she hooks,
just
you
a
mean, like, when
bit
she hooks
far.
the thing.
Yeah.
Right, she hooks the thing.
And it was in the first one as well.
Yeah, it was far. And in the first one, she's like, oh, Woody's being weird. Oh, Buzz. I'm like, what's wrong with her?
She hooks his neck with her Bo Peep staff thing.
Also, I would like to say, me saying she's a canonical tart, I hope that didn't come across as misogynistic. But she's a a cartoon
canonical
character, and I would call Buzz Lightyear a tart if he was being a tart too. So
That's real.
in fact, you know what? Woody's going after Jess and her, but
He's a bit
so
of a
he's a
tart.
canonical tart too, and Buzz.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When she hooks Buzz with her hook, and he like pulls in, he's like, not in front of Buzz. What does that suggest? What does that suggest
Right.
to you? Not in front of Buzz? You don't want to make Buzz jealous? I'm getting
Actually-
ahead of myself.
Woody's kind of on after all three of them.
Yeah, Woody's after all three of them. God knows
Buzz
how
as well
many
is
people
my-
Lil Peep's up. She's trying to find Lil Peep.
Little Peep.
Lil Peep. She wrote Witchblades while this was happening.
What's the Dua Lipa thing?
Dula Peep. Yeah, but Lil Peep's a rapper.
I know, but it just made me think of that.
Because that one damn Wendy Williams clip, Dula Peep. Have I shown you the actual clip?
Dua Peep.
Yeah. Dula Peep. Do you know what that making you so crazy reminds me of the first time I showed you how many cigarettes have you got? Watchers.
Oh my
You know
god.
what? No one's gonna find this as funny as us, but watchers, go YouTube.
I'm editing, so I'm finding that video
Yeah,
and watching it right the fuck now.
Go search how many cigarettes have you got, lad, into YouTube, because that video is my Roman Empire. I love that video with every inch of my. Oh my god. Okay, we can end the cut off now. They edited it to have a bell noise. Oh my god. But it's so funny because why does he actually like? I remembered him hitting his head backwards, but he doesn't. He like throws himself into it. He goes bonk.
I wish I thought about that more often.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, sorry. We should probably talk about the story. Okay, so
No.
I need to start calling her Bo Peep, not Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
Actually, no, fuck it. She's Lil Peep. Yeah, so I feel like God knows what she's up to. She's after the whole world.
Yeah, and so is Woody.
No, Woody only wants 3 of them.
But Bo Peeps only wants 2 of them. Who else has Bo Peep got after? We're doing. You've got more characters, or do you want to just go on to
let's go on to
scenes?
I like the walk that Buster does when Woody tells him to act casual.
Oh, I don't know if you saw him.
Blop, 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 blop.
He says it when they're in the doorway,
Yeah.
and he goes.
Yeah, he ate.
He did. You guys couldn't see that, but he does like a little head swoop.
I don't know why you keep doing it over and over again when no one can see. He's still doing
Because
it.
you can see.
Wait, sorry.
Casual.
Just keep doing that.
No, my hair looks bad.
Just keep doing that. Just keep going. What did he do again?
He went. Can't do it properly now.
This is
Wait.
quality-
He's
this is
like
quality
act
audio
casual.
content.
He's like act casual, and he goes.
Oh yeah, quality audio content.
Yeah.
Silence while you try and do a head movement. I like. Oh, I put like good on the mum for not selling the toy because no hate to my mum, like because £50 is a lot, but she would absolutely sell
Yeah, I think my mum would
one
too.
of my toys. I think it depends which one.
But the thing is, I would too. So.
I think if she figured that I probably wouldn't notice if it was gone, then she'd sell it.
Yeah.
It depends. Yeah, I feel like if it was like one I keep on my bed every day.
And I think my mum would ask, but.
Yeah, but I think my mum would ask, and if I said no, she'd do it. To
Fair
be fair,
enough, I mean,
she'd
real.
say that she thought I said no.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, she used to like get rid of books I told her to keep, and then keep ones I told her to get rid of.
I don't know. I think if I was a parent,
Yeah.
I probably would sell it. 50
I
quid.
wouldn't if I
50
was a
quid?
parent, but I would
50
now.
quid. I can get you a better
There's
present
not a lot
than
of
that.
toys I'd keep. Actually, no, I
But
would.
I should not be a parent.
Because I'd just be like, what
'Cause
if I
kids
sold
annoy
them
me
for
too
50
much.
quid? I'd just buy a bunch of new ones. What's the point? And I have guilt around teddies. I couldn't sell them.
I definitely could.
I do. Like, if I put them somewhere that's not, like, that feels like it's not comfortable for them. You know? If I put them on top of my wardrobe, I'm like, they're gonna get dusty.
Dusty.
Oh, my poor teddies, they're gonna get dusty. When I was a kid, I had a nightmare about one of my teddies turning evil because I put him in a cupboard. And
I think we should have a moment for your dreams, honestly.
So, February last year, I sent a message to someone that reads, last night, I had a dream. I was Ice Spice, but really, really skinny. And I was being chased by Jack Skellington. To be fair, by really, really skinny, I think I just meant, like, flat.
Yeah.
Because it's Ice Spice.
I assumed that.
She always was skinny. She just, you know, she just had a big butt. Yeah, I had a dream where I was Ice Spice, but, like, basically Ice Spice built like Jack Skellington. Being chased by Jack Skellington. But I knew I was Ice Spice, obviously, because of the hair. And, but I had that dream, so. Which is really funny as well, because, you know, she had, like, that huge weight loss thing, like, just after that.
No.
Yeah, everyone, like, made this big thing of, like, Ice Spice is skinny now.
I don't know much about Ice Spice, though.
She's skinny now? No, she's not again, actually.
Right.
She was like, look, everybody, are you happy? And it's like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. You know? No shame.
Yeah.
Be skinny, don't be skinny, but, like, why are you, like, the people liked it better when I wasn't put the weight back on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't let the internet and media dictate your life, guys. I'm
Real.
not telling Ice Spice what to do, though. She should do what she wants.
Yeah.
I'm not telling anyone what they can do. In fact, if Bo Peep wants to shag both of them,
And
go
if
for
they're
it.
okay
Shag
with
Jessie
it,
too,
which
if you
I
want.
guarantee they both are.
Yeah, you know what?
It's gonna
actually,
be,
she's less of a tart if they're all
Threesome?
You know what? Okay, I changed my mind. because
Foursome.
If you think about the fact that they're all kind of understanding of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, wait, yeah. Now I think about it. We've already established between the two of us that Woody and and Buzz are
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah.
Well, not gay, but gay for each other.
Yeah.
Bo Peep likes them both.
Yeah.
They both like Jessie. I don't see any issues here.
This could be a...
Polycule.
Yeah. Real.
Okay, yeah, I changed my mind. She's not a tart. She's just trying to build the polycule. She
And
sees the
should.
vision.
Yeah. I see the vision too.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Although apparently her and Jessie are gonna be.
I think I remember them beefing, but I could be completely
But we
wrong
don't know.
about
Yeah,
that.
we don't know that. No.
Not
we're-
sure.
We're not making up any rumours.
No.
You know, what did I put? Oh, it doesn't make any sense to me that Buzz knows how to open a car boot.
I
He
think...
knew what to press.
Do you know what? I think we haven't, as a society, talked enough about the character development. From Buzz being a psycho toy that believes that he's real
To knowing how to open a car boot. to
Yeah,
save
right?
people. He didn't even know what a car was before he thought
Like,
he lived on space.
Other Buzz.
He lived on space.
Other Buzz believes he's an actual spaceman.
Yeah, which is what Buzz was like when we met him.
And Buzz and other Buzz meet, and Buzz is like, I don't have time for this. And then walks, just like gets out and he's like, this is ridiculous. And it's like, you were like that. You were exactly like that.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand it at all. He's like, this dude's an idiot. I can't even stand him. It's like, that's how everyone felt about you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay? He's just like, this guy.
Yeah,
this
right?
damn guy is driving me crazy.
Oh, ridiculous.
Like, that's literally how you felt. You were him. And I love how, like, when they find out that the guy is stop laughing. When they find out the guy's his dad, like the evil guy, and it's like
Oh my
this
God.
Luke Skywalker moment.
Real.
I love how it's like the Buzz that's still a bit crazy. He like needs that.
I
But
know.
Buzz, he
It's
doesn't
kind
need
of
that.
like
He
all
doesn't
his
need
like,
that.
I say issues, I don't mean it like, because
His daddy issues, yeah.
yeah, but all his like issues that we've seen, like he seems overly angry and protective and like defensive and stuff. It's like all fixed as soon as he's found his dad. Like, I think that's really like
But
funny.
it's so funny to me because like I love how like new Buzz, he's like, I don't need this.
Yeah,
I've got Woody. I've got my life.
I know. He's had
Yeah.
his realization.
Yeah.
His like.
I just read the fact that I have Al's toy barn as Troy Barnes from Community. I was like, well, he wasn't in this movie.
So, whoa.
He should have been.
Real.
Troy Barnes should have been Andy. Okay, so I'm really sad for Rex because he was knocking everything over while they were planning out like how to get him out,
yeah.
and everyone was like, Rex, you're ruining it. Shut up. You haven't considered that Rex is it. Rex brings the it. Okay.
Right.
I love Rex.
Yeah, I do love Rex. He's great.
Anyway, do you have anything?
I'm trying to look, and a lot of the stuff is just me going. I said, "Go Buzz!"
No context.
This
is why
Bullseye the horse.
The way that you write your notes isn't very is making it harder for you later on.
I know, because I think that I'm gonna remember, and then every single time I get here and I'm like, oh my god, we literally just watched this movie,
We've
but
had
I've
this conversation
forgotten.
so many times. Like, you are so stubborn about these things. You're like, no, I remember things. I remember them, and then guess what?
I don't.
He doesn't remember them. That's okay. You don't need to remember them. You're like a goldfish. You can just swim around the tank. You know? And then I'll come and swim with you.
I did put, is Stinky Pete bad? Question mark, question mark.
To be fair, when we did SLC Park, I didn't remember shit that I had written down either, so I'm a goldfish too.
Okay, we watched that movie a month
We're
before.
goldfly.
Okay.
That's the plural of fishes. Did you know that?
No?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my god.
No, not really.
Oh my god.
No, not really. You knew that, right?
What? I wasn't reading this thing. I was thinking about a thing that I found out the other day.
You know that I was lying, right?
Wait, what did you say?
I said the plural of fishes is fly. And you went, wait, really?
Did you know?
It was just
Did you know
important to me
the
to-
singular of graffiti is graffito?
No.
Yeah.
You know what? It actually kind of ruined me. My brother called the plural of moose meese for so long that I genuinely forgot that it wasn't.
Meese?
Not properly, like I typed it out and then I went no and undid it. But like I really thought it was meese. Like my brain.
Meese. I just typed it out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you type it out and you go, no, that's not right. But in
Yeah.
my brain, moose as plural doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Society has shackles on me. They won't let me say meese.
You can say meese if you want, just no one's gonna get you. I do really like the scene where they're trying to cross the road to get to Al's toy
with
barn,
the-
and they're in their little cones, and somehow they all manage to escape death, and they caused so much traffic.
Oh yeah, that's national
Like-
news. How much of a damage they
Oh
caused.
my god.
I live for it. I think
It's insane.
I just love the way they're like doing their little runs across the road, and also the fact that like everybody respected their traffic cones so much, like all the
I know.
drivers, because that's what caused all the issues. Is that all the
Traffic.
drivers saw the cones and like swerved around very dangerously in the middle of a road, which I feel like you shouldn't have as your reaction to cones.
Literally.
You know, just slow down, take a breather.
Make sure that other people behind you know. Yeah, because if I saw someone swerving, I'd panic. If someone's just slowing down, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay, I need to slow down too.
Yeah.
See what's happening.
Just like,
But they just
calm.
literally would go like,
They go,
cones.
"Whoa!"
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
God.
I love that the Owl's Toy Barn was like a callback.
Right, I love the callbacks.
Because
in
we
this. I know
mentioned
it
it
makes
in the
sense.
first episode.
I know it makes sense those callbacks because
Yeah,
Al's Toy Barn doesn't necessarily make sense as a callback. So I think
No.
Pizza Planet as well.
It makes sense in that it's about toys, but how would we have known?
Yeah, Pizza Planet.
The Pizza
cool.
Planet callback made me happy.
Yeah, the little car that they drove. Yeah,
The alien callback. They didn't join in this one, did they? Oh no, yeah, they did.
They
She-
do join.
Because
They
she was
adopt
like,
them.
Oh, my hero.
Yeah.
That's what Mrs. Potato Head said to the Mr.
Mr. Spudface. Mrs.
Mrs. Spudface.
Spudface.
Spud with a face.
Spud with a face, sorry.
Mrs. Spud with a face said to Mr. Spud with a face.
Real.
You're my hero. Anyway, I put. Oh, tell me.
The scene where old man fixes Woody.
Banger scene.
I
Banger
said
scene.
nothing in cinematic history is as well done as the fixing of Woody.
Real. But do you know what else
Oh my
was
God.
never as well done in cinematic history?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, like graphics history.
Yeah.
The Cheeto fingers.
Ah! Real.
This was terrifying. His fingers weren't Cheeto dusty, they were the Cheetos.
It reminded
she
me
said
of the photo shoot I did with you, where I was like photoshopping your hand to just be moss, and I was like, oh my God, this is what they've just done with
Yeah, they just made
his fingers.
Him, yeah.
His fingers aren't covered in
They
cheese
look like
dust.
really
They are the
orange
cheese dust.
mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
They literally look like really orange, like fried mozzarella sticks. Like it was terrifying.
Yeah, it is
Fuzzy
terrifying.
fingers. I also wrote the scene where they show Woody like that he's famous and they show him all the
Yeah.
stuff of him. I put the only thing I could think was that I wanted to eat the delicious packing peanuts. They were so shiny.
They were.
They were so
It's
shiny.
nice,
They were pink.
soft, like marshmallow sweet things.
They look like they would taste real damn good.
Yummy.
Yummy, yum, yum.
Yummy.
What have you got?
I think the Barbie party was a total vibe. The music, great.
I lived.
I love their limbo. They literally broke their backs to limbo.
Yeah, they literally were like, blah,
and then,
blah. And then they were like,
Back
how low
up.
can you go?
whoa. Okay, I just think that would be painful, but
Hi,
hey.
I'm tour guide Barbie.
Please keep all arms, legs, and
Parts.
accessories
Oh,
in the car.
I love that Slinky Dog helps everybody bungee down, and then when he does it, he like holds onto his tail, so he just falls.
I know.
Why
It's
didn't
like,
he?
I need a grasp on something to help me, but
Yourself?
Then, yeah.
And then you don't break your fall even one little bit because no
Literally.
one's gonna help you. That was selfish.
They all went down. They all rely on. Honestly, actually, they all rely on Slinky so much.
Yeah.
Slinky helps with so much.
Slinky's doing
and
God's
he's just
work.
Like, he is.
He suffers more than Christ.
I think
if you really
so.
think about it.
Real.
Sorry, I'm reusing like phrases like crazy. I need to be original and funny and cool like you.
Aww.
And then also funny that I didn't write Slinky Dog. I wrote Sinky Fog.
Sinky fog.
Sinky Fog. I need to pee so bad.
Okay.
Do you know what I just saw that actually felt like getting a glimpse into my own mind?
Mhm.
It was like grey with an E. And it was like the grey you're used to seeing, like light grey.
What?
I don't know how to explain it. And then the grey with an A was like blue grey,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah. I see that. Real.
Anyway, okay. So shall we talk about Toy Story, my friend?
Yeah.
Okay,
I love how we have usually. I feel like we keep an order of the film.
we haven't.
We have not. We are all
That's
over
okay.
each part. It doesn't really matter. It's Toy Story. Kind of near the end of my scene.
Okay, I have a
points.
lot more for. I have
I
quite
have a lot
more
of
for-
lines.
I have less lines, but I have quite a lot more for scenes. But we can just mix it too if you want.
Okay, wait, you can do that.
I'll say because my scenes is at the traffic cones point right now.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And then oh my god, okay, something I want to mention about the scene, the makeover scene that you're talking about, like the fixing up
Yeah.
scene. First of all, I love the thing he keeps all his stuff in. I need one of those. I don't know what I put.
Oh
in.
yeah, true.
Like the way it like folds all out and stuff. I don't know what I'd put in it if I had one. Snacks. I need one of those for snacks. And they're organised by like type of snack.
Imagine if you had all your
Whoa.
different types of nails and all the little
And I could like replace them all the time.
and the glue.
Yeah, that would eat. But snacks though.
The snacks, yeah.
Like you pull up to the cinema.
Yeah.
And you pull that thing out. Imagine.
You know how when we were watching Seven, we were like, I feel really bad for the guy that was sat next to me because
Yeah.
we were there, like I was moving my table and I was writing, and like imagine like you get to the cinema and sat next to people and you put down the
I put
box.
it on the floor. I put it on the floor, not on the table. Obviously.
I don't think the floor would be much better. I'd just be like, what the fuck are they doing down there?
Well, I'd be distracted. But being distracted by it, that's your choice. You can
That's
just
true,
look away.
that's true.
You can just look away. That's what I'll say to them.
That would be
Like,
amazing.
he sprays over Woody's bald spot. He like
That's
sprays the back
true.
of his head, like exactly where a bald spot would be.
What the hell?
So the one is Buddy had a buddy.
Buddy. Why do you keep saying that?
But no, I said Buddy last time.
Okay, well, why do you have a B instead of a W?
I don't know. I thought he was Andy before, so God knows. Also, I like his little like cunty photo shoot. Sorry, wait, no, I'm not supposed to say that word. My parents might hear this. The
I'll cut it out.
you don't have to cut that. The sleigh. The sleigh boots the house down photo shoot.
Sorry, slay. It's not weird that you said slay. It's just I haven't heard people say slay for ages because everyone says cunty now,
I
and
feel
it's
like
just
I
like
actually say it quite a lot.
really. I don't
Sometimes
know
I say it and I'm like, ooh, That was very 2021.
No, you say cunty all the time.
Yeah, but I do, but I think I also say slay.
Maybe.
I feel like most of the time I say 8.
That's true.
I say 8. I say served. No, I don't say served. I say 8 down. That's my go-to. Is
Yeah,
8 down.
8 down. It's you.
Yeah.
So you.
Basically, I'm a stereotype.
I think.
Yeah, but I'm not a stereotype of a lesbian. I'm a stereotype of a gay man. Weirdly enough. Anyway, I was gonna say the bit where like he comes out the box, he gets like Jessie to give him an opening. He gets Jessie to do an opening for him, and then he like comes out of the box and he does like the zestiest little.
Oh my
God. I hate the phrase zesty, but I don't know how to
fruity.
describe it. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was just like a bit.
That's true.
It was just a bit.
He just sways his hips and his wrists, and
They need like a fruity adjacent word that's like watered down that doesn't feel so homophobic as zesty.
That's so real. I also need to just recreate Jessie's walk real quick. At the beginning.
They're not gonna hear you.
I know, but you'll see, and you'll find it funny. How did she do it? She goes like.
Okay, recreate it for me.
You're not even looking. Oh no! That's not fair because I don't remember how she does it properly.
Fine, I'll delete it. I won't video. Oh, get it! Oh no, that was intimidating. Yeah, but I feel like she has her hips out more.
What do you mean? Like, oh yeah, no,
what are you doing?
Hips out.
No, why do I say hips out? Why do you put your upper half forward? Obviously your hips should be out. No, bro. Hips out.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong with you? I want hips out and you went.
No, it's good to the
That's
side.
the opposite of what I said. Yeah, but I said hips, plural. Yeah.
Was
like
that?
That was bang on. You needed some help, but I like... Oh yeah, he's like excited about something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what. I actually have no idea what. But he's like jumping while holding Jessie up. How does gravity allow that to happen?
Wait, what?
So he's holding Jessie up, like in the air.
Who?
Would he?
Right, when?
I told you they were celebrating something. I don't remember what.
Okay, right. Sorry.
I think it was like that they were going to go, and they were excited to go.
Yeah.
When he like decides he's actually excited to go, he's holding Jessie in the air.
Yeah.
And he's like jumping.
Yeah.
While she's in the air, he doesn't put her down. So surely he'd just fall.
Yeah, probably.
Or she'd fall.
One of them would definitely fall.
Yeah.
I don't know how you have that much strength.
That bothered me.
Do you know what bothered me?
What?
They did a burp tracking shot. When the owl was lying down, fingers
Yeah.
looking like cheese
Yeah.
puff things, they did a track of his body.
Yeah.
With the burp going through his body until he burped.
I don't like that. I don't remember that. That's awful.
It was disgusting, and I was like,
I think it's kind of messed up that they like slowly boil him down to believing that he doesn't want to go back to Andy. He wants to go to Japan
I know.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
it was in Japan.
they low-key like manipulate him. Obviously Jessie.
Stinky Pete!
Jessie's also being manipulated by Stinky Pete.
Yeah. Do you know what? Bullseye, though.
Bullseye would never cared.
Bullseye, as soon as Woody walked through that door,
He was
Bullseye
like,
was
"This is
like,
my
right, this is
guy."
mine.
This is my dude right here,
Yeah.
and I will do anything he wants.
It's like, do you know what it's like?
What?
It's like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Yeah, they're Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Anyway, can we talk about Prey? The airport baggage scene.
Yeah.
First of all, I love the bit where the guy, there's like cut off of like two people talking, and he's like talking about how he doesn't trust the baggage stuff, and he's like, I put a pack of biscuits in there, came back as crumbs.
You keep saying that. I don't remember that bit.
It was like a back noise. He probably didn't pay enough attention, but yeah, he said that anyway. But then also, you mentioned like obviously that it reminded you of Fight Club. No,
Did I?
Die Hard.
Yeah.
But you know what it reminded me of, and I don't know if you understand this reference, but I really hope you do. The old Windows sleep screen. You know, like when the laptop goes to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And it used to have this thing where it was like a pipe moving across the screen.
No.
Oh my god, I need to show you.
Okay,
Someone listening must know. Someone listening must know, because in my brother's laptop, it had like its sleep screen. And I remember as a kid, I used to think like that looks like a really fun playground to climb on. Because it's like just this pipe going boop, 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 like growing across the screen. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Because this was like my favourite thing in the world.
Oh my god,
I
that's amazing.
I think about this like often. This is what happens in my brain when I tune out.
I love that.
Like I've been stuck in the moment where I first saw the screensaver. And the colours change.
That's incredible.
And then it fades. It fades and starts again when it gets too busy. Ooh.
I've not known that to be the case.
What, this?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Well, it's old. You probably didn't have did you have like a family laptop?
No.
Exactly. So you wouldn't have had Windows before when like
That's
you
true,
wouldn't have had Windows at any point when this
That is
happened.
amazing though, I want that.
Isn't it?
I wish my body worked like that.
They need to bring this back.
Yeah, because everyone nowadays would love that.
Right? For the people watching who don't know, it's literally just like loads of pipes growing across the screen, and then they change colours, and then they fade when the screen gets too full. It's kind of like how they used to have like the bouncing thing that moves around. It was like a box that said Windows, and it just bounced around the screen.
Right.
But like that's so underwhelming compared to this.
Yeah, real. That is amazing.
Beautiful. I literally used to sit there and watch it and be like, whoa.
That reminds me of when I was a kid and when I was really obsessed with Bruno Mars, and Bruno Mars was all I used to listen to.
Yeah.
I didn't have any apps that I listened to it on. I used to download it onto my Samsung Music app.
Yeah, I remember.
And it had like animations, and I used to sit there, listen to Bruno Mars, watching the animations, like, it was just like audio movement animation stuff, and I used to literally just sit there for hours watching it. Like, just
the only two screensavers I remember him ever having was that one, and then he had one where it was like a slideshow one, but the slideshow was pictures of weeping angels and they were turning around.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I used to have to like look away when I knew it was getting close to it, looking at the screen, because it scared me. So I'd like watch it.
Weeping angels are quite creepy, to be fair.
I'd watch it be like at its back, at its side, and then go no while it was like on that one, and then be like, tell me when it's gone. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Love that. They need to bring that back.
Real. I like how when at the end, and it shows that Jessie has Andy written on a boot, and also shows that Bullseye has it, but each letter's on a different
and
foot,
he has to go like,
and he like orders it in a wrong way, and then he like reorders all his
and
legs.
He makes like a little wobble, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It was stressing me out when they were trying to get off the plane, because my brain was like, the plane's gonna fly.
Oh, I know. They were being too slow.
You need to speed up.
Like, I know they could brake, but honestly, just jump at that point. They're toys, they're not gonna die.
Because you're gonna have to jump if it goes in the air, and you'll be higher up anyway.
Literally.
You know?
So you might as well jump now.
Plus,
it's not that far.
They're like plastic, right?
They're not even that far from the floor.
Literally.
I was like, oh my god.
It was stressing me out.
I was like, this is a kids movie, but this is so intense, and I just need to
literally. It felt that bit also felt like Die Hard.
Real.
Like high key.
Maybe this is Die Hard too.
And I never say high key, so you know I mean business. I like that Woody is buff as hell on the slide. He got fixed. Absolutely jacked. And then Bo Peep's like,
okay,
let's talk about lines.
I like in the beginning bit where it's in like the game and Buzz is fighting the evil guy. Zorg.
So real.
Zerg, or whatever his name is. And the evil guy goes, "Mwahaha, come to me, my friend," from his little screen.
I like that he's his friend.
I know. I couldn't really quite tell, and then your dad told me and I couldn't hear him, and then you told me and I was like, sure.
Maybe I was wrong.
And then Buzz goes, "To infinity!" And he
holds you started laughing.
And beyond, and it's like, he held it all the way up. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you know, he had to.
No.
It powered him. Why not?
And then he dies. He's burnt.
I forgot. You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore. Creepy. When Andy says it like that, and then he like it goes like slow mo, and I was like, why did he say it like an actual robot?
He throws him in the bin.
And then he goes, "Bye, Woody."
I like. It's not long after that, and they find out about the what's it called
Yard sale,
and they're like, oh, everyone get in line. And Buzz is going through and he's checking everyone off, and he looks at the egg things, and as he's saying he goes, check, 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 and they each pop out of their little each egg at the same time.
Like Russian
so
doll
funny.
type eggs.
Yeah. And it matches the check, 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 and they check, 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 and they pop out at the same time.
On the same vein as that, in the advert when Al goes, You're gonna make me big Bart. Bart fucked up. Big bucks. Because he's a chicken. So he doesn't say it in that. He says it in the yard sale, but it's still funny.
Bucks.
Oh, you're good at chicken noises.
Cute.
Do it again.
I can't.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I was like, I really want to say this line, but I can't do it in the way that he does it, and I just did. I can't.
You did bang on. I can't do it.
Can't even. No, I'm laughing too much.
Anyway, I like when he's like, "Are you shrink wrapped?" as like an insult. I don't know.
My favourite thing is the toy themed insults. It's just so funny.
They call each other names and stuff throughout this. They didn't do that in the first one. This movie, I would like to say, I know that you said, the more I think about it, I was kind of unsure when you were first like, did you prefer this to the first one? I was kind of unsure, but the more I think about it, I definitely do.
No,
because
I'm thinking about
they keep giving each other like insults. That
I don't know their names properly, but what I know is Piggy Bank.
They give him so many insults.
They call him Hams. Other Buzz calls him
I was gonna bring this up. I was gonna bring it up.
Go on then. What's on you?
No, I didn't read it. I didn't read it anyway.
He called him Slaughtered Pig.
Slaughtered Pig! Which, nothing about him even suggests he's slaughtered.
He's talking, and Buzz believes everything that's talking.
He's shaped
is
like
real.
a pig.
I know.
He's not shaped like a ham, he's shaped like a pig. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's not like a piece of ham, he's a pig.
They literally have so many like little fucking names for him.
I know, I love it.
For all of them.
And they keep calling him like Lizard Man.
I know.
GRZLY. It's like, I love it.
I don't know their names properly, but I think Dinosaur's Rex, Piggy Bank's Piggy, Slinky Dog is Slinky,
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head, Buzz, and
Woody.
Don't
laugh at me. I like, yeah, a good thinking ham. They're in the car and he goes, good thinking ham, and then he pushes him on the nose and the pig goes, Mah!
I did not notice that.
Yeah, he makes like a pig noise when he pushes him. It's so
That's
funny.
so funny.
Also, the pig dropping his coins everywhere didn't happen in the first one. Live for that too.
Oh yeah, I know.
Wheezy, live for him. I think this one was really good. I know I prefer the third one because
We haven't watched that yet, so it's like we can't. Yeah.
yeah, I know. But I mean, like I remembered this one
Yeah.
more than I thought I did once we'd started it, and I definitely do prefer the third one. But I did really like this one.
I know we talked about the line, but I feel like we didn't talk about it in enough detail.
Mm.
Where Bo Peep kisses Buzz.
Yeah.
And say like, when you find Woody, this is
Yeah.
it's for Woody, and he goes, I don't think it would be the same coming from me.
He says it so like genuine.
Yeah.
He's not like laughing. He's like, I don't think it'd be this. Thanks, but I don't think it'd be the same coming from me. And I'm like,
I'm
okay.
like, yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would.
It's
They're
like,
a little
Buzz,
polycule.
wait
I
for
think.
me.
I think.
I think it'd be more, if anything.
Yeah.
But you know what Kai said to me while we were watching this? Do you think you'd upset people if you said Buzz and Woody were gay?
I said, would it upset people if we said that? I feel like.
Dude,
I feel like it would be controversial.
I said the Who's were an incest cult. I don't think me suggesting, not even that I genuinely think it, just suggesting the idea of Buzz and Woody being a homosexual couple.
Like literally the line is, you've got a
That's
friend in
not
me.
a key demographic. You've got a friend in me. That's the line.
You're putting
You're putting the emphasis on the wrong line there, and the wrong word there. You've got a friend in me.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You've got a friend in me.
Oh, it doesn't sound like, it sounds like you're emphasizing the me.
Oh, you've got a friend in
There
me.
you go, that was bang on. There you go, you nailed it.
I think it's saying it for itself.
This is like,
Don't know. I love when you go to tell me a story and you have to have your little laugh break before.
you know the Beatles circle jerk thing? One of our friends, that I can't say who, but I'll tell you after. One of our friends sent me an email that was like a link to a news article about how the Beatles once all circle jerked.
No.
And then I responded and was like, a whole new meaning to come together. On my school email, and then I remembered that they can read those.
They would have laughed, it's okay.
Come together.
Oh, God.
Right now. Sorry, anyway. You know what? Someone else has probably made that. Someone else has 100%, 100,000% made that joke. But at the time, I hadn't read any because that was the first time I'd heard about the circle jerk.
I've never heard
So
that.
I'd just like to say, I 100% had not seen anything else.
Yeah.
I thought about that in the moment. I typed up and sent it in like a matter of seconds too.
So smart.
I
I like when Woody's looking at all the different things that he's famous with and he goes, I'm on a yo-yo.
that's what he's excited about. Like, he got on a TV show.
I know. That he brings it up multiple times. I'm like, don't get me wrong,
The yo-yo.
yo-yos are sick.
Yeah, but dude, okay, if
But-
you think about it, well, this is the 90s that they're in at this point.
Yeah.
But also, like, you know, he's a pre-60s. We don't know when exactly, but we know he's pre-60s because they say the moon landing.
I think it's interesting because, that actually makes so much sense. You know, oh my God, we're so
What?
stupid. Not we're.
We.
I'm so stupid. Because you know how we were talking about how, like, I was saying that it makes sense that he's a generational toy because it can't have been that Woody,
Yeah.
Andy got him,
Because he's too old.
like,
yeah.
new, because he's too old. And of course, he must be, like, a couple of generations.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Jessie would be the same. I just didn't really compute that all in.
I tried to explain this to
Well,
you.
yeah, I wasn't thinking.
Because I said
Properly.
there was a scene of her and Emily, and I said, well,
Yeah.
this is 60s
Yeah.
at the latest.
Yeah.
And you were like, what? And then I tried to explain it, and you said yes, but I felt like it was just a dismissive, not wanting me to keep talking. Yes. Yeah, it was. I
don't know, it might have
You gave me
been.
a side eye. It was.
It probably
you know, because
was.
he says after the
Sorry.
moon landing, everyone wanted space toys, which was 69. So we know at latest it was 60s
Yeah.
that she was being played with by Emily.
That's crazy.
Which it didn't, like, as a kid, never once computed in my mind.
No.
As a kid,
That's too old.
First of all, as a kid, I didn't know it was from 1999. I assumed it was like a new film.
Yeah.
When I
Real,
watched it.
that's true.
Because this one had, I mean, like, it wasn't the best, but this one's graphics were pretty good. It was better than Monsters vs. Aliens.
Better than the first one.
Yeah, way better than the first one, actually.
So, like...
But I just...
Plus, at that age, I don't know when I first watched it, like, how old I was, but we would have had the first two, at least, when we watched it. So it's like, that's what we knew as two new movies, but obviously as a kid, like...
Yeah.
They just look the same.
Yeah. As a kid, I never questioned the quality.
No.
Even though I watched movies at the time that probably were pretty good quality, because by the 2000s they weren't all that bad. But what was I going to say about? Oh, so like, you know, he's a pre.
Yeah.
He's like a, you know, he's a. I mean, I guess if he stayed in the family, that suggests that like he was still being played with. So he's, you know, he's lived through 60s. Well, he's supposed to be like really old, right?
Yeah.
Of course, he thinks yo-yos are really cool.
I suppose.
Yeah. Plus, he's always spends his
Little
time
nerd.
around kids that love toys.
Yeah, but it's a yo-yo.
I like yo-yos. I had a phase where I was really into yo-yos. Did you not?
I was never very good at them, so...
Also, I put when the Barbie tour guide by oh my god, help me. Tour guide Barbie gets in the truck.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm a married spud, I'm a married spud, I'm a married spud. Disgusting behaviour.
I just... It shocks me because, of course, at the time, kids' films are going to have stuff like that in it. But,
yeah,
oh my
don't
god.
now. This is the thing.
Oh my god.
The, like, kids' films having adult jokes for the
Yeah.
parents thing, that's gone.
I know.
We're in a kids' things being too kiddie epidemic. Like, the thing is...
It kind of pisses me off.
Do you know what it probably is?
Yeah.
That parents just sit their kids down with an iPad.
That's true.
And so they don't need to put adult jokes in kids' films because adults aren't watching them.
Adults aren't watching them with the kids anymore.
Yeah. But they used to have adult jokes in kids' films, and I miss that because...
I just, like, don't get me wrong, it's just weird, but I do think it's funny. It's just like, oh my god.
It's weird to
You know?
see. Because
like, that joke wouldn't be
yeah.
made nowadays.
They still make kids things that are, like, entertaining, but not in the way they used to.
No.
Like, what is... Obviously, it didn't end that long ago, but, like, what is the modern day Adventure Time?
That's true.
You know? What is the modern day...
I think that about a lot of kids' films, though. Although, I guess kids films...
Kids' cartoon shows, like, they used to be...
Shows is different. Those are just, like, just for kids. And it's just,
kids'
like,
cartoon
you know,
shows have gone so shit.
Films nowadays, I feel like, have, like, a deeper message that could be understood by adults more.
That's what I mean. Like,
I don't think that's aimed towards adults. I think that's aimed for the kids when they're older.
Yeah, but I think kids' films nowadays don't hold up so much.
Oh, no. No way.
Obviously, like, they made Inside Out 2, but then that wasn't for kids.
No.
I mean, obviously it was technically, like, quote,
Yeah.
but Inside Out 2 was made for the kids who watched Inside Out.
Yeah, when they were kids. So it's, like, when they're older, yeah.
So, like, it's not made for kids in the same way.
Plus, like, I feel like kids' shows as well, I feel like they did shape how you grew up.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't imagine anything now shaping how you grew up.
To be honest, low-key, now that I think about it, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really know, because it was a long time ago, but, you know, like, I was really into giraffes. I feel like part of that came from 64 Zoo Lane. Shout out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot
because
about
there were,
64
you know, in the
Zoo Lane.
entrance bit, I think she slides down a giraffe's neck. Yeah,
she does.
But also that wasn't the point anyway. The way I was into giraffes for like a really long time, and the way Andy was into cowboys and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't happen to kids now.
Real.
Because there's new things all the time.
I know.
You know.
Everyone, but I in the nicest way possible.
We sound like boomers, and we're literally like not even. You know. But yeah.
It's good to see that Andy, in obviously the time that it's set, is not
5 years between the first one and the second one. I assume it's set when it's made.
He's not sat there watching an iPad, obviously.
That's because it was 1999.
Yeah, but that's a vibe. Guys, we just had like a huge rant for about 20 minutes about
phones and stuff.
Just
basically, you sounded like boomers.
But we're not,
about
guys.
How the woke media are out to cancel us. Can I say, actually, earlier, my dad sent into the family group chat that I was a Tory. And immediately my siblings seemed to believe it. Like, they were like, what?
Honestly, yeah, I would believe it too.
Immediately getting cancelled.
I believe it too.
Why would you believe it?
Look at you.
What about me? I have pink hair.
I, like, looked at you and realised that doesn't even work.
Yeah, I have pink and dark blue hair.
Yeah.
Raccoon tails.
And people keep talking to me out and about recently. It's very...
People keep...
It's really odd.
That's the most Kai thing to complain about. People keep talking to me out and about.
This guy...
It's like when you messaged me and you were like, do you know the person who's followed GRZLY? It could have been... Or like, when you were like, who listened to the podcast? Was it you? It's almost like it's out there. You know?
I was excited. It was excited, questioning.
Sorry. Okay.
I was like, do you know who listened?
It was me.
Because I thought maybe you'd shared it or something to someone and they'd listened. And I was like, oh, that's exciting.
Sorry. Well, actually, no, they weren't all me, though, because you said there were, like, 5 episodes in total, and I only listened to one on and off.
It was 5 listens.
Anyway.
yeah, no, this guy, right? So I went to go buy some chips yesterday, and the queue was really long. So I went into the shop next to it, and I bought some cookies. And there was this guy in there, and I was waiting in the queue, and he was like, said something to me about what he was buying. And I was like, okay. I think he was buying a Freddo bar, and he was like, oh, I'm so excited for my banana. And then bought it.
It's a Freddo bar.
I know. And
So
I was like,
what does he mean, banana?
I don't know.
Is that? I thought maybe I was misunderstanding, but
No, that is actually what he said, and I was like, hey.
he bought a Freddo and said he was excited for his banana.
And yeah, and I laughed, and I was like, yeah. And then he
I
bought
don't get
it.
the joke.
I don't know.
Freddos
I guess
are
like
frogs. They're not like monkeys.
I guess because
maybe.
like chocolate, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm being so healthy, but I was like, okay.
Oh,
I was literally there with
I get it.
a packet of cookies.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
I feel stupid.
But like,
Yeah, but I feel like banana's not the fruit you go for.
it was weird.
I feel like I go for like a vegetable.
He paid for it, left, right? I then go get in the queue for the chip place, and it was outside. So I'm there, and he walks past, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I just won £15,000 on my scratch card." I'm like, "Oh okay, that's cool." And he's like, "No, actually it was 15. But imagine if I had 1,000, I share it with you." And I'm like, "Okay."
Dude.
And then he was like, "Oh, do you have a tattoo?" Because my sleeves were rolled up, and I was like, "Yeah, it's a worm." Showed
How old
him.
was he?
20, late 20s, 30s maybe.
Okay, so he wasn't hitting on you.
I hope not. No, I didn't feel like it. It was just weird. And I was showing my
Okay, yeah,
tattoo,
but-
and he was like, "Oh, that's cool. I have one," and it was a Guns N' Roses logo tattoo.
I know this man!
No, you don't!
Oh my gosh!
How do you know this man?
I was where. Oh, this is actually insane.
Wait, I gotta finish my story. And then
This
you
is
can tell me.
okay. Please, this is so crazy. Is it like
It's like there. And it's
a
like
symbol?
a circle with the Guns N' Roses. Oh my god, this is so funny. And he put this like, "I'm the lead singer of this band." I'm like, "Hey, yeah," because I was like, I was starting to get used to his humour.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, I'm not actually. But imagine how much money I
And now
have."
I'm hearing everything and understanding how it's 100% the same man.
And he walks, and he's like, "I could see you," and then walks off. And the woman in front of me just turns and looks to me. Is like, and I'm like, I don't know
You're like,
them.
I don't know
him.
why you're looking at me.
Yeah, she was like judging me. I was like, I was just talking to a man that was talking to me. Okay, I wasn't
Oh
gonna
my
tell him to
God.
fuck
You know
off.
what, this is so crazy because when I say I know this man, I mean like I spoke to him once. I'm wearing my Guns N' Roses shirt,
Yeah,
and I mean I have more than one. It was the one of
he's got long black hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know this. I've spoken to this man once ever. I've only
This is
seen him once
crazy.
ever. So it's
Yeah,
so
this is
crazy
the first
that he
time
was
I've seen him.
lingering around. Sorry, no, that's really mean. He loves that tattoo clearly because basically I was wearing the one that's Okay, so I'm in town.
Yeah,
I'm wearing my User Illusions shirt, right?
Yeah.
And User Illusions 1 specifically, he comes up to me, right?
yeah.
He's like, he asks me if I like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna name 3 songs to me, which is fine, because I could.
I actually
wouldn't-
have a genuine fear of someone coming up and 3 songs with me.
I don't think you should. It's never happened to me, and I wear bad shirts all the
Not
time.
even this man.
No, he didn't, surprisingly. Like, anyway, but then he was like, he pulls his sleeve up to
Yeah.
reveal his the famous tattoo.
Guns N' Roses tattoo.
And he's like, do you think I like Guns N' Roses? Do you think I like Guns N' Roses? I'm like, that's crazy, that's sick. And then I walked away. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh my god, bro, we've both met the same
I was
man.
like, oh my god, that's sick. And then I went into the co-op with my sister.
I've never seen this man anywhere else.
This
and-
is so insane. Like, you were telling the story and my brain was like, oh my god. So he just likes talking to members of the public and showing off his Guns N' Roses tattoo.
Basically, yeah. I think he
Good
only
for
asked
him.
about my tattoo so he could
So he
show
could show his
his
own, yeah. He only asked me if I like Guns N' Roses so he could show me his. He was
Yeah.
probably itching to do it. This man walks around
Yeah.
the streets
Yeah.
itching for somebody that he could bring up his Guns N' Roses
I
tattoo.
want-
You know what, good for him. Also, is that the only guy who's been talking to you around? Because you were like, people have been talking to me.
Oh, the woman today was talking to me as well. I was waiting in line in the same shop, and this woman turns around and was like, "Oh my god, that guy's still trying to get his card out of the what's the card machine?"
I guess that area is just
thing.
chatty.
And I'm like, right, yeah, wait, what? I don't know what's going on. And she's like, oh, his card got swallowed up, and he came in and blamed the shop. I'm like, oh, that's funny because it's not their fault. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, no, it's not their fault, is it? I'm like,
Okay, dude.
okay.
This is the thing. It's like, do you ever have like you're walking around like college or whatever. You have your guard up so high. Like if anyone says like something to me, like my brain goes, they're
What?
trying to kill me.
Yeah.
They hate me.
And it's so you
They
don't
hate
get it.
criming me and they call me
It's so
ugly.
annoying because I feel like now that I'm an adult, I've like got to respond and be
Yeah,
chatty.
if you're
I'm
a
like, I don't-
kid, you can
you can literally ignore it and be like, I'm a kid, like I don't want to talk. But now I'm like,
Yeah. Okay, I would like to bring up
That
something.
kind
I would like to bring up something important.
anyway,
Anyway, okay, so I
yeah.
wanted to say like so these
go on.
they're like so they're with like the wrong buzz. not Bad Buzz, he's not bad, but the different
Other Buzz.
Yeah, Other Buzz.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, look, it's a chicken guy. And he goes, funny, he doesn't look like poultry.
I forgot about that.
So funny. Also, I don't like that.
I will stop doing that.
I don't like that Mr. Potato Head calls him Godzilla, because how does he know who Godzilla is? But then when I thought about it, I was like, how do they know what anything is? If they're just toys in Andy's bedroom.
Because they probably hear him talking about stuff and reading stuff and watching
Yeah,
stuff.
but they know everything all the time.
They're omniscient.
Okay.
Is that the right word?
Omnipotent, I think.
No, maybe.
No?
Let me check.
I don't
think
know.
it's omniscient.
Omnipotent means something, I think, but I don't know, I always say things wrong anyway.
Yeah, knowing everything. Omniscient. They're omniscient! God, guys, did you hear that? I used a big word. I want to say, again, with Woody looking at all the stuff that he's famous, and all his famous stuff, and he's like, there's the boot with the snake in it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I get it! There's a snake in my boot!
He's so sweet. Shout out Tom Hanks. I think he almost got cancelled, but I think he was proven wrong.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Either way, I mean, shout out him
In this?
specifically.
character, yeah.
He did a really good job.
Yeah.
You know. Also, I would like to say actually no, I'm not going to bring this up because it's in my review.
Okay.
So never mind. You say something.
I like when Woody and Jessie are arguing, and Woody goes, if the boot fits, and Jessie goes, say that again, and
She goes,
if the boot fits.
That's so real. I love that bit.
If the boot fits. I can't remember what they're talking about.
I don't know. They're just arguing.
Mr. Potato Head says, you're not turning me into mashed potato.
Oh, ate with the sass.
Real.
Boots down. Boots the house down. I don't have that many left, so I've only got one left. Oh no, two left.
Yeah, I don't have that many left either.
So I like the bit where they're at the airport and she goes, look, Barbie, a big ugly man doll.
Yes, real, oh my god.
Which is kind of harsh to Stinky Pete. I know we hate Stinky Pete, but
That is
big,
just
ugly, that's just like, you don't need, you know.
Man doll, that's fine.
Look, Barbie, a man doll.
A man doll.
Yeah, did you have to insult him
Yeah.
in the meantime? As if it's not rough enough.
If you knew his backstory, but not backstory, that's not what I mean. His character, what his character was
insulting
like.
his character, but not his.
Then you
looks.
can insult that. But you don't know anything about him, and that's just unnecessary
I'm
insulting.
against insulting people for their looks when that's not what you actually don't like them for.
Yeah, real. And plus,
I don't like Stinky Pete.
she has nothing to hate.
No, and I don't like
Him
Stinky
for.
Pete because he's evil and wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't care that he's a big ugly man. Oh, sorry, a man.
Okay, he's a big ugly man.
Just man.
Just man.
I mean, man.
Yeah. I like when other Buzz finds out.
Bird. Zerg.
Zerg.
I love you're just skipping over that. You're not gonna let me
Nope.
comment on it. Okay.
Zerg is his dad or something, and he's like, "You're a great dad, yippee!"
Yippee!
And
then he runs
off.
away. They're playing like frisbee.
Oh, are they? I didn't notice.
Which
I thought it was just like,
reminds me-
"Yeah, you go,
Yeah,
you've got
today.
this. I'm proud of you."
I was watching an episode of James A. Caster on Would I Lie to You?
Real.
Of course, as you would,
Yeah.
as I do. But you know what I was gonna say is that in that they talk about because
really funny.
Lee's story
Yeah.
is that obviously it's not true because Lee's are never true because
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, so there's like this one where he's saying like that he was playing frisbee with his son, and then it flies into the graveyard and hits
Right.
the guy who he says is like the grave digger into a grave that he just dug.
Right.
Like the frisbee hits
Yeah,
into a
yeah.
grave. Which first of all, frisbee's not that heavy.
No.
Looks that would not
How'd that
go into
even
a grave.
happen?
Unless I guess if you went like whoa and
Whoa.
then, and then fell,
but
but that's gonna be a big whoa. Surely if you just dug a grave, you're gonna be a bit cautious.
I'm sorry. Why would there be just none of that
There
makes
would be
sense?
an air
Why
of
would there be
caution
an
about me.
empty grave
because
behind
he dug
you
the grave.
while you're and then you start playing frisbee?
No. They were playing frisbee. Supposedly, all of this could obviously be not true, but supposedly they were playing frisbee outside the gate, the fence, and it flew over the
Okay, yeah, I
fence.
get it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, we should do our
Hello.
letterboxd.
Okay. Cool.
So-
You done with quotes?
Yeah, I'm done. Are you done?
My last one was Wheezy saying, "Oh, I feel swell," because I liked it.
Well.
literally nothing beyond the fact I liked it.
Okay.
But it's fine. You can shorten it. I believe in you.
I have done many that have
You've-
been like
yeah,
3
I was gonna
hours,
say,
and
you've
I've
shortened
shortened it
worst.
to 1 hour and 20.
Worst.
Yeah.
Singular.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or should I?
You can go first, my friend.
Okay, I gave Toy Story 2 3 stars,
Yeah.
purely because I gave Toy Story 1, well,
2.5.
Toy Story
Yeah.
2.5, and I thought, I love this one, but there's no way I'm rating a Toy Story 5 stars, and there's no way that I'm rating this higher than I'd rate Toy Story 3, or the same. So it just felt, you know. And my thing is, Stinky Pete is my number 1 enemy.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
And valid and real.
Thank you.
Now, I gave it 3.5 stars because I gave Toy Story 1 3 stars, and I wouldn't give a Toy Story 5 stars, but I would give it 4.
Fair enough.
The next one's going to be 4.
Real.
So, that's a spoiler for you. It's going to be 4.
Thanks.
I
I felt like mine might be 4, to be fair.
Yeah. And my review is... Buzz saying life is only worth living if you're being loved by a kid does not help with the allegations. And also, this made me remember that I actually did accuse them last time of being creeps. And you're worried that me saying they're gay is going to upset people, but I think me suggesting that they're all slightly nonsense.
I did have a quote that I wasn't going to say, but they said something about being a kid's plaything.
Oh god, no. Just like, why even say that though?
Yeah.
You know what also, like, that I really wanted to do as an episode, but the more I think about it, I'll upset people again.
Yeah, what?
Because it's too accurate as well, so I'll just ruin their childhoods. Big.
I've not watched Big.
Big is about Tom Hanks being a child stuck inside a man's body.
Oh.
And effectively, obviously she doesn't do it on purpose, but effectively speaking, you know, being seduced by a grown woman.
Oh.
I mean, she does seduce him on purpose, but she doesn't know he's a kid.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like, oh, it's so sad that she's not gonna have him in her life anymore, because she finds out, and she's like so sad, and they're both so sad, and they like have a little moment, and I'm like, no, this is weird.
I'm sorry. Surely the sadness should be fear, anger, and disgust, and everything.
Yeah. But then also, what would you do in that situation? Because as far as she was aware, he was just a childlike man. He was a manic pixie dream man.
I don't know.
You know, how was
What
she
would
supposed
you
to
do
know?
in that situation?
He looked like a man. Do you know what is so funny though? Is like Tom Hanks in that movie was the youngest I've ever seen him in any movie ever.
Yeah.
I would say he looked like 24.
Right.
And they're all like, I bet you're even older than 30. He's obviously not supposed to be. It's because they're kids, and they're like, oh, you're old. You know what's old?
Oh, right,
30.
yeah.
But like, look at him.
Oh my god.
It's not the youngest you've ever seen Tom Hanks.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder how old he actually was.
Google it.
But they played chopsticks on one of them pianos that you like walk on. I love that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
Thank you.
We did it. We did it.
For watching. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that actually. Do you know what we were going to watch for Easter? Shit.
Hop!
Anyway, we got to say goodbye. Next, we will be back with Cry Baby. Have a happy Mother's Day. This is going to come out so long after Mother's Day.
No.
We're recording it the day.
Believe in me.
Well, it's still going to be quite a while after.
It's all
What the fuck? It's still going to be quite a while after Mother's Day.
I'm going to get it out on Mother's Day.
What, tomorrow? You're going to get this one out tomorrow.
All of them.
Get all of it out tomorrow. Oh yeah, of
No, I'm
course.
kidding.
This is going to come out a while after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But happy Mother's Day. I hope you enjoyed on hopefully a few days after Mother's Day listening to our Ferris Bueller episode.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. And I hope you also have a good Easter.
God, everyone must be so confused. Like,
Why?
the last few, I think we've talked about what we've been up to in the beginning of the episode. But it doesn't align with what we're actually doing when it's out, so it just doesn't
not
make
even a
any
little
sense.
bit actually, yeah.
That's what I mean. In Ferris, we had just finished recording.
Yeah.
Let me say bye, and then we do it.
Okay, goodbye
Bye.
from Grizzly.
With Grizzly. Bye.
Bye. That's the wrong button, Kai.